Hello students, today I will be teaching you multi-stage graph. So first you should know what is a multi-stage graph. So here I have shown an example of a multi-stage graph where in every stage there are vertices given to you. So in this particular graph there are four stages: S1, S2, S3 and S4. So if you see in stage S1 and stage S4, the source vertex and the sink vertex are given. So you should understand always there is only one source vertex and one sink vertex. And in between, if you see the stages S2 and S3, there are many vertices. So first thing, given a multi-stage graph, what we need to find out is the minimum distance from the source vertex to reach the sink vertex. So we have to find the minimum distance. So how do we proceed is, first, there are two approaches for solving a multi-stage graph. One is forward approach and one more is backward approach. So first I will teach you the forward method of solving the problem. So first we have a formula given for forward approach. I'll explain the formula and proceed with solving the problem. So this is the formula given to you. First I'll explain this formula, then I will proceed in solving the problem. So here you come across a formula. So I am teaching you the problem using forward approach. So in this formula, the cost of I, comma j. So what is that actually reference is a cost of vertex j at stage I. So every vertex in a particular stage has a cost which you should consider. And next, you should find out a vertex L that belongs to the next stage. So if you are in stage I and at stage I there is a vertex j, the cost of vertex j at the stage I is found out by considering a vertex L that belongs to the stage I plus 1, and there should be an edge between the vertex j to L. So if you have a vertex from j to L, if you have an edge between the vertex j to the vertex L, and the vertex j belongs to stage I and the vertex L belongs to stage I plus 1. So next part of the formula, next what you have to find out is cost of the vertex, the cost of the edge j to vertex L, the cost of the edge from vertex j to L plus the cost of the vertex L at stage I plus 1. So these are the things you need to find out. So if you tell what is a vertex cost at a particular stage 1, it is represented using this diagram. Every vertex, example, if you see the vertex j here, every vertex at a particular stage is given a cost. Next, coming to, if you see the weight of an edge from j, which is in stage I, to a vertex L, which is in stage I plus 1, it is given by this diagram, the weight of the edge. So your formula, you should be very concerned about these two different things. So example, once again I'll tell you the formula. The cost of the vertex j at a stage I is equal to, find out a vertex L which belongs to stage I plus 1, and there should be an edge from vertex j to vertex L, and vertex j belongs to stage I, vertex L belongs to stage I plus 1. If that is the case, proceed to calculate the cost of the edge from the vertex J to vertex L plus the cost of the vertex L at the stage I plus 1. And you should also know what is this minimum. So if you have more than one edge from a vertex at a stage I to the vertex at a stage I plus 1, then you have to select the minimum edge, minimum weight edge from that. Okay, so now, so this is the formula explanation. Now going to the problem, always in the forward approach, you should start from the sink vertex. Always in the forward approach, you should start from the sink vertex. That is vertex number 7. Now proceeding further. Now I have already calculated the solution. This is the solution. Now actually how did I arrive at this solution and how did I fill up the cost of each and every vertices? I'm going to explain you, and simultaneously I will fill this table once more so you will understand better. So now going to the stage 4. Always, as I told you, in the forward approach, you should start from the stage 4. So now the vertex at stage 4 is 7. So you have to find out the cost of the vertex 7 in stage 4 is equal to minimum of, why I have written nil here, because in stage 5 there is no vertices present. That is why I have written a nil here. There is no vertices in stage 5. Our graph has only vertices till stage 4. Next, if you consider the vertex 7 at stage 7, actually 7 should come here. If you consider the vertex 7 at stage 4 and you don't have any vertices at stage 5, so I am taking as nil. So there is no edge from vertices 7 to stage 5. So the cost of the edge from 7 to the next stage is nil again, plus cost of the vertices at stage 5 is again, I have written a nil here. See here, concentrate carefully. I have written L. Wherever L is present, I have written a nil because I have only 4 stages here. I don't have stage 5 and there is no vertices at stage 5. And if a vertex J, that is 7, belongs to stage 4 and there is one more vertex L that belongs to stage I plus 1. So we are in stage 4 and if we proceed to stage 5, there is no vertices that is there in stage 5. That is why wherever L is present, I have written a nil. So the cost actually comes out to be 0. So since I am in vertex 7 and in stage 4, and since there is no other vertices from stage 5, I take the vertex 7 cost to be 0, plus there is no edge that goes from 7 to the next stage. So again I will take the cost as 0. So totally it comes out to be cost as 0. So now I will fill this table. The cost of the vertex 7 is 0 and I have to finally reach the vertex 7 only. So I will take it as 7. So if I move from source to sink, finally I have to reach my destination vertex, that is 7. Okay. Now moving on to the stage 3. In stage 3, there are 2 vertices, that is 5 and 6. See, there are 2 vertices in stage 3, that is 5 and 6. Now I have to check in stage I plus 1, that is I am in stage 3. Now in the 4th stage, what are the vertex available? So vertex 7 is available. Now I have to check from vertex 5, is there any edge to 7? Yes, there is a edge 5, 7. Similarly, from vertex 6, I have to check whether there is any edge to vertex 7. Yes, again there is an edge. So first thing what I should do, find out the cost of the edge from 5 to 7. Next, cost of the vertex 7 at the stage 4. So if I go to calculate this, the cost of the edge from the vertex 5 to vertex 7 is nothing but 4. You can check it out from the graph, plus the cost of the vertex 7 at stage 4 is 0. How did I get that 0 answer? Just move above. See, the cost of the vertex 7 is 0. So I take the answer from that. So I'll proceed the summation operation. Then I go get the answer as 4. Similar way, I'll calculate the answer for the vertex 6 at stage 3. If I see there is a edge that is going from vertex 6 to vertex 7, so I'll calculate the cost of that edge from 6 to 7 plus the cost of the vertex 7 at stage 4. So the cost of the edge 6 to 7 is 2, and then the cost of the vertex 7 at stage 4 is 0. So 2 plus 0, I'll get answer as 2. Now from this 4 and 2, I'll proceed to fill this table. The cost of the vertex 5 at stage 3 is 4. The cost of the vertex 5 at stage 3 is 4, and then from that vertex 5 to which vertex I will move, that is nothing but the vertex 7. Similar way, the cost of the vertex 6 at stage 3 comes out to be 2. I'll fill that. Then from 6, which vertex I will move next, that is 7. So similar way, I'll go on to fill the other columns. Now I am in stage 2. If I say in stage 2, there are 3 vertices at stage 2. That is, those 3 vertices at stage 2 are 2, 3 and 4. So if I should see at stage 3, what are the vertices present? So there are 5 and 6 vertices present at stage 3. Now next step, what I should do, from 2, I have to check what is there an edge to 5 and 6. Yes, there is an edge 2 to 5 and 2 to 6. Now next what I have to do, I have to check the cost of the edge from 2 to 5 plus the cost of the vertex 5 at stage 3. If I go calculate that, the cost of the edge 2 to 5 is 6 plus the cost of the vertex 5 at stage 3 is 4. So the answer comes out to be as 10. Similar way, the cost of the vertex, the cost of the edge from 2 to 6 is 5. The cost of the vertex 6 at stage 3 is 2. The sum of that comes out to be 7. So there are from 2, actually there are 2 edges from 2, one edge from 2 to 5, the another edge from 2 to 6. Now which edge will you consider from 2? Either you will consider to 5, or from 2 you will take the path that goes to 6. So which one you will consider? That depends upon these 2 values. So there is 2 values, that is 10 and one more is 7. Select the minimum. So which is the minimum? That is 7. So how do we get 7? The answer 7 we got when we consider the edge 2 to 6. So now I am going to fill the table above. Now the cost of the vertex 2 at stage 2 is 7, and I had got which vertex? I got the vertex number 6. Now you can ask me, sir, why did not take the vertex 5? Even why did you did not take the vertex 5? Why did you take 6? Because 2 to 5, the edge 2 to 5, what cost did I get? I got as 10. 2 to 6, what cost did I get? I got as 7. So 7 was minimum, so that I took the vertex 6 from 2 to 6. Similar way, I go check the cost of vertex 3 at stage 2. From 3, there is no edge that is going to 5, but there is an edge that is going to 6. So I calculate, similar way, I calculate the cost of 3 comma 6 plus the cost of the vertex 6 at stage 3. That comes out to be 4 plus 2, 6. So this 6, I'll fill it in the column number which is having the vertex 3. So I fill a 6 here, and from vertex 3 to which vertex I am moving, that you can see from here. From vertex 3 to which vertex I am moving, vertex 6. So that 6 you need to fill here. Similar way, there is one more vertex at stage 2, vertex 4. Now again, there are two edges that is going from vertex 4 to 5 as well as vertex 6. Now you have to select a minimum out of these two edges. So if I see the edge 4 to 5, and if I calculate the answer comes out to be as 7. And if I take the vertex 4 and vertex 6 and the edge between them, the answer comes out to be as 7. So the vertex 4 to vertex 5, the cost comes out to be as 7, and the vertex 4 to vertex 6, the cost comes out to be as 7. So there are two, both the values are equal. So the cost of the vertex 4 at stage 2 is 7. I'll fill that. Now from 4, which vertex I am going to select? See, from 4, there are actually two edges going, 1 to 5 and 1 to 6. Both the cost comes out to be equal, 7 and 7. So both are equal. So I am going to select both the vertices, that is 5 as well as 6. Now I am left out with only one column, that is the last stage. So from vertex 1, at stage 1, I am going to calculate the answer. Now in stage 2, what are the other vertices present? 2, 3 and 4. From the graph, I'll know that from vertex 1 there is an edge to 2. From vertex 1 there is an edge to 3, as well as from vertex 1 there is an edge to 4 also. So I'm proceeding with the calculation. I'm going to calculate the cost of the edge 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. Same way, I'm going to find out the cost of vertex 2 at stage 2, and vertex 3 at stage 2, and vertex 4 at stage 2. If I go on the calculation, proceeding with the calculation, I'll get the following answer: 16, 13 and 10. Now, out of this, which is the minimum? The answer is 10. So the cost of the vertex 1 at stage 1 is 10. So I'll fill that. Now, from vertex 1, which vertex I will go next? So whether 2 or whether 3 or whether 4. So which gave me the minimum answer? The edge from 1 to 4. So from vertex 1, the next vertex I'll select is vertex 4. Now I have filled the table. Okay, I have filled the table. So which I have calculated before. I have shown you using the formula how to fill the table. Now using this table, how to calculate the path, I am going to show you the next step. Now I have the same table here. Which I have filled it. Now using the forward approach, now I will show you how did I get this path. If you observe carefully, start from the vertex 1, and this I will delete it so that you don't get confused. So start from the vertex 1, see the next vertex which I have to reach. So from vertex 1, the next vertex I am selecting is 4. So see, I went to 4. Next, from 4, I can select either 5 or 6. Suppose if I select 5, from 4, I am moving on to 5. From 5, which vertex I have to select? I have to select 7. And 7 is my sync vertex. So the weight of the edges from 1 to 4 is 3, 4 to 5 is 3, 5 to 7 is 4. So I find the sum, the minimum cost comes out to be as 10. So one more graph. I have one more graph here. What is that is, same way, if I start from 1, the next vertex which I have to select is 4. And from 4, I have two options. That is either go to 5 or 6. Suppose if I select 6, from 6, the next vertex which I am selecting is 7. So I have two options. Now, if I select this particular path, from 1 to 4, the edge weight is 3. From 4 to 6, the edge weight is 5. From 6 to 7, the edge weight is 2. If I find the sum of that, again, the cost comes out to be as 10. So if I follow either this path or this path, the minimum cost comes out to be as 10. So this is the minimum distance from the vertex, source vertex 1 to the sink vertex 7. So today I have taught you a multi-stage graph. So this is a multi-stage graph, and the problem is to find out the minimum distance from the source vertex to sink vertex. So there is a formula for that. First, you should properly understand this formula. The formula here, you have to understand this formula here. Using this formula, I have to calculate this table. So I started from stage 4, I went to stage 3, I went to stage 2, and I went to stage 1. So after calculating this table, I was able to fill this table. So using this table, what minimum path to follow, I explained you, and I came out with two graphs. One is this graph and one more is this graph. And the minimum cost came out to be as 10. So in the next class, I'll be teaching you the multi-stage graph with using backward approach. Thank you, students.